Hello community, welcome back to our web show, The Bosler Buzz.
In January, we kicked off our spring session of the Carlisle Institute for Lifelong Learning, and this month we have a diverse selection of programs that you won't want to miss.
This episode is all about progress, and we are committed to you and to ourselves to continue to move forward.
We hope you can join us on this journey, so don't go anywhere.
The Bosler Buzz begins now. Welcome back, everyone. We are your hosts, Jeff Swope and Emily Gonzalez.
We want to start out today by taking a moment to let you know about a Bosler Buzz special report, Your Taxes 2018, that will be airing in February. This special report will detail the ways that the library is ready to assist you with your tax filing needs. So watch for that special report.
We also want to highlight our new and expanded self-checkout stations. You can use these stations to pop in and out of the library, actually avoiding lines. And if you have to pay a fine, no worries. With the new self-checkout stations, as long as you have a debit or credit card with you, you can take care of that as well.
But don't worry, library staff will still be here in case you need some extra assistance. Now, Emily, on to our first feature story of this episode.
Thanks, Jeff. So our first story highlights an upcoming program on domestic violence awareness taking place here at Bosler Memorial Library on Wednesday, February 27th at 6:30 p.m. This month I had the opportunity to interview Emily Odd from Domestic Violence Services of Cumberland Prairie Counties, and it was a great chance to sit down and just talk about this program and its important topic. It's coming right up after this brief commercial, so stay with us.
Did you know that you can have access to thousands of Overdrive ebooks and e-audiobooks? Meet Libby, the one-tap reading app. With Libby, you can borrow ebooks and e-audiobooks instantly with your phone or tablet. It only takes a few taps to find and borrow a title. Libby comes with an ebook reader and an audiobook player. Download it today and enjoy.
Hello community, I am here at the Classic Readers Lounge in Bosler, and we have a very special guest today. We have Emily Odd joining us today. She's the Public Education Coordinator for Domestic Violence Services of Cumberland and Perry County. How are you today, Emily?
Good. How are you, Emily?
I am very good too. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
So thank you for joining me today. We are here to talk about the elephant in the room, domestic violence. So what is domestic violence? How does it start? What can we do about it? These are some of the questions that we will be addressing today. And hopefully, even though every case is different, you should all know that there are always options, and if you ever need them, you can always reach out. So, Emily,
Yes.
can you tell us a little bit about what domestic violence is?
Yeah, so domestic violence, well, first of all, it goes by a lot of different names. Dating violence, intimate partner violence is probably considered the most inclusive term. What it really is it's about one intimate partner or family member trying to exert their power and control on another individual. And so the frequency and severity and the tactics they use really vary. As you said, every case is really different, but it's the key elements are the power and control.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the potential signs of that wanting that power and that control over the other?
Yeah, there are a lot of signs or red flags, as we call them. They can range from physical and sexual, the physical abuse that can occur. There can also be other tactics, such as trying to control a person's resources, so limiting their access to financial means, limiting their access to family and friends and their support systems. We have folks who limit supports to even their religion, and certainly then there's specific tactics that are used in specific populations too, such as we see a lot of issues. So for those who are maybe illegal or have an illegal status, their abuser can then use that against them as well. And from there, I mean, there's just many tactics that can be used. What I always like to say is it's the physical and sexual that tend to be the most obvious or visible. A lot of times people understand, yeah, that's not okay to hit someone, but it's the other tactics that people use that sometimes
It's a little bit harder to catch on.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it get usually also like emotional and like
Absolutely.
psychological?
Absolutely. I think one of the big ones for those specifically is the whole gaslighting. So making the victim feel like they're crazy for being upset about something, like, you're overreacting, or that never even happened, it was because you said this or you did that. Just kind of making them feel guilty or like they caused it in some way.
Emily, thank you so much for joining in. It has been a pleasure talking to you about this. It's very important to have these conversations about like the elephant in the room, as I called it earlier. There are some things that need to be addressed and need to be discussed and that are happening around even though we don't know exactly about them. So again, thank you, Emily. And I am Emily Gonzalez reporting for the Bosler Bus.
Thanks, Emily. It should be an interesting and informative program.
We encourage everyone to attend to this program on domestic violence abuse. It affects so many people directly or indirectly. You might be surprised by what you can learn at the program.
When we come back from this brief commercial break, we'll be turning our attention to technology with 2 Minute Tech. So stay tuned.
Pop into the pop-up art studio at the Bosler Memorial Library on the fourth Saturday of each month from 1 to 4 p.m. Supplies are provided, but feel free to bring your own. No matter your level of experience or your age, this free program, a partnership with the Carlisle Arts Learning Center, offers an opportunity to explore art and share the experience with others.
And we're back with 2 Minute Tech. I have with me Tiffany Wivel, our Assistant Director of Library Resources and Public Services. Tiffany, what do you got for us today?
Today we have the 3D printers pulled out.
Oh, wow.
And the 3D printer is currently actually printing a sample test, which will actually turn into this by the time it's done.
And what exactly is that?
This is actually just a little heart pendant that you can
okay.
put on a piece of rope or whatever for a kid to wear. It's just a little plastic heart.
Cool. What else can it do? I mean, I see things up here.
It actually will print just about anything. There's many websites that you can use that you can pull prints off of for things that people have designed. These are all pre-designed pieces that are on the top of this. So you can actually print out a TARDIS from Doctor Who, or you could print out your own little robot man and put the pieces together. The thing that people don't understand about 3D printing is how long it takes. So for something that seems like it should be instant, it's not. And something like a robot, like this guy here, it would take him anywhere from 8 to 13 hours to print.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
Yes, so you have to be ready to walk away.
And this one's actually making something right now, but it's going to, as you said, take a while to do that.
Right. It takes 24 minutes to print that little pendant piece out. So by the time this thing has lapsed, it will be 24 minutes to get to one of those.
And so how can people learn more about or use these here at the library?
Shortly we will be having demo days, so we will have minute makers so that people will be able to come in, they'll be able to see it on the counter, they'll be able to touch it and try it out. Currently we're using them in Techno-Tweens with our tweens so that way they can build things like the robot that they have designed.
Wow, that's really fantastic. Well, thank you very much. That was 2 Minute Tech.
That looks so much fun.
It is pretty fun. You can pick up a copy of our Growing Learners Library booklet in the library or find it on our website to discover other fun, free, and educational programs you can do with your children.
You can also follow us on social media. We have plenty of great programs coming up, including a library overnight camp-in on February 16th.
Well, that's all for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to our web show.
This was Jeff Swope and Emily Gonzalez with the Bosler Bus. Till next time, everyone.
Bye-bye.